Hello students, welcome to EPG Parshala. I am Dr. Savita. Today we are going to discuss about the module pricing of tourism products from the paper Tourism Products of India. After studying the module, the students will be able to understand the concept of pricing, understand the factors which influence pricing decisions, understand various types of pricing strategies and issues in tourism pricing, and understand methods of doing pricing. Also know the business environmental conditions which induce price change, understand the importance and know the ways of doing discounting in tourism. Price can be summarized as the sum total monetary value which a customer pays in lieu of the benefits which he or she gets by purchasing goods or services. It is the only element of marketing mix which generates revenue for the producers. Rest all fees incur cost to them. Rent paid for living in an apartment, tariff plans of telephone and internet services providers, wages paid to the employees, sales tax paid to government for generating sales, fees paid to schools, registration and annual charges paid to a club to become its member, etc., are some of the common examples of prices which we pay on day-to-day basis to avail services. Pricing is a flexible and ongoing process. It is the most flexible marketing mix and is the first one to be used by marketers to change its marketing mix. The prices are changed to be more competitive, cover increase in a cost, to adjust to changing market taste and trends, to adjust to changing government policies, etc. Though change in price is completely under the control of the company, but companies must refrain from doing it frequently, as decreasing price is an easy choice, but it decreases the revenue earned, and secondly, bringing the prices back to previous level is a difficult task. Customers usually do not believe on companies which change their prices frequently. Too much paying with prices may cost dear to them. Customers directly associate prices with the quality of the product. So, it is very important to set the prices correctly in first go itself. If companies set their prices below the competition, then customers may perceive their products to be substandard, while versa may not be the case. Instead, they may feel that products are comparatively expensive. Prices play a considerable role in positioning. Marketers often set prices to attract customers, for example, setting prices little below the competition prices, and also to repel the unwanted segments, that is in case of prestige products, leisure hotel targeting highest end customers, etc. Travel and tourism, being leisure products, are highly price sensitive. A slight increase may result in a considerable loss in market share. This market is highly price competitive and so price setting is complicated in tourism. Points to be taken care while doing pricing. The companies must take care of following points while doing pricing. Price includes all type of expenditures incurred from research to product, planning to production to promotion and distribution. Prices must not be revised frequently, so besides cost incurred during production, companies must also consider future costs, inflation, competition prices, demand and supply, seasonality, changes in trend, etc. Companies must keep on revising their prices as per the composition in the market, but too much price manipulation give company an impression of being unstable company in the market. It confuses customers and during purchase they doubt about the quality, weight in the pack, etc. Pricing must be integration with other elements of marketing mix, so marketers must keep in consideration other elements of marketing mix too. For example, distribution channels to be used for the convenience of the customers. Profit range added to the price must have a scope for negotiation by distributors. Promotion is an expensive exercise but usually done after prices are decided. Hence, a prediction of expected expenditure to be incurred during promotion is must and to be added in prices. The companies must have a wide range of prices to place the products distinctly for the different segments company wants to target. This gives customers clarity while making purchase decisions. Prices too close to each other will confuse customers during deciding their product to purchase. Critically, in pricing, tourism products are a combination of both tangible and intangibles. Costing of tangibles is an easy task as cost of procurement can be calculated easily, but costing of intangible makes the pricing of tourism products complicated. For example, as per cost of providing concierge services, website development and maintenance cost per customer for a tour operator which operates multiple tours to every destination, security clearance cost for an airline per ticket, etc. Tourism products producers do not own the component elements of their own products, so they have lesser control also on the cost of these elements. Tourism products can neither be patent nor at par to each other. So, getting price equal to similar products is complicated. Being a seasonal industry, prices in tourism fluctuate with different seasons, days of the week, demand and supply, occasion and even time of the day. Keeping a tab on the changing market conditions and accordingly manipulating the prices is a time consuming and expensive process and requires expertise in the related field. Pure goods, core services, pure services, food product, appliances, hotel processes, visa consultation, brochure publishing, automobiles, airline processes, tour consultation, room comfort in hotels, mobiles, taxi services, guiding services. Table 1, continuum of goods and services. Factor influencing tourism pricing. Internal factors exist in the internal business environment of the organization. These factors most strongly affect the price of any product. Internal factors are largely affecting how strongly a company can meet its objective. The objective of a company decide the profit margin and the segment company wants to target. Both of these have a direct impact on pricing. There are lots of factors which are not under the control of the company and exist in the macro environment in which the company operates. These are called external factors. For example, competition, social, political, legal and technological changes, etc. External factors also influence the pricing decision because they exist in the environment. Influence of internal factors on pricing costs. Costs set a bottom line for setting prices. Cost includes all the expenses which company has incurred in innovating, planning, producing, promoting and distributing the product. The companies anticipate the expected profit which they can make by selling the product and add the profit margin accordingly. Prices must cover a reasonable return on investment. Companies strategically decide to balance their costs as per the objectives of the company. For example, many companies purposely produce products for masses to keep their cost down. Such companies give a tough competition to a new entrant into the same field. Lower cost doesn't always mean lower prices. In spite of lower cost, some companies keep their prices at par to the competition to make an image of having products of the same quality. It also provides a higher return on investment. By cutting on cost, companies make a considerable profit without compromising with the quality. Marketing mix strategy. Pricing must be done in integration with other elements of marketing mix. Decision related to other marketing mix must be reflected in pricing too. Prices must have enough margins for bargain by channel partners and must cover future innovation costs too. Targeting and positioning strategy. Company targets its selected segments and positions itself carefully. Price is one important element of marketing mix, used for positioning the product efficiently. For example, low-cost carriers emphasize on their low prices while promoting their products. Their prices do not include food and water, free onboard games, free magazines and other freebies. Full service carriers pay more attention toward these services and not on prices while promoting their products. Thus, the strategic marketing decision of positioning influences the pricing decisions. Companies planning to cater to masses go for lower price to lower their bottom line. Pricing is not always done to attract customers and even to repel the unwanted segments too. For example, hotels which want to cater to only high-end customers will set its prices very high to repel the unwanted crowd and to give its customers a psychological satisfaction of staying in an expensive elite hotel. Market share strategy. Market share decides the total revenue earned by a company. If the company plans to maximize its market share, then it cuts down its price once they achieve it. Then they slowly and smoothly increases the prices once again. For example, a new hotel may sell its room at a low price to enter into the market, but once it gets a good market share, may increase its prices smoothly later. Product quality, luxury hotels, FSC, etc. do a lot of capital investment in high quality engineering products. Providing luxury to tourists also requires trained and more employees. Companies like travel agencies, tour operators, hotels and airline employ lot of artisans, architects and engineers to recreate their offices so that they can offer their customers the change they are looking for. Customers also associate high price with high quality. Hence, the companies which offer high-end products also have to change higher prices. External factors. Seasonality. Tourism industry is a seasonal industry. The impact of seasonality on its product can be understood as under. During low season, all the suppliers like accommodations, airlines, site management firms, etc. operate on overcapacity. To cope up with this, they cut their prices down and set survival as their prime objective. If the supplier is one out of 2 or 3 suppliers operating in the region, then a slight cut in the price could have a considerable impact on sale. But sectors where too many suppliers are available and competition is high, then the companies are required to do a higher price cutting to attract customers. Competitors in tourism industry are highly price sensitive and usually follow the trend followed by others. Experts do not go by this strategy. As per them, the company must carefully make its marketing strategy to sell its excess capacity. For example, targeting different market segments during different seasons instead of price cutting. During high season. During high season, the demand of the products increased by multiple folds. Companies get a small duration of opportunity to maximize their profits and recover low season losses. The prices are shooting up and some last minute surcharges are also added. For example, high season surcharge. All this increases the prices. Customer perception. Companies cannot dictate their prices. Prices have to be equally acceptable to customers too. Customers always put price and the benefits from product on two sides of equilibrium. If the value side weighs more, then only customer go ahead to purchase. Hence, companies must consider the perception of customers while pricing a product and set their prices such as those are capable to deliver value. price elasticity, marketers minutely observe the impact of price change on the demand. Based on their observations, the product can be inelastic, price elastic, or highly price elastic. Price sensitivity depends on uniqueness of the product, availability of the substitutes, availability of similar products, quality of the product, whether prestige product, exclusive range, total expenditure during consumption, etc. Price elasticity has already discussed to certain extent under seasonality. Different tourism products show different level of price elasticity. For example, leisure travel is highly price elastic, while incentive travel is not much elastic. Composition of market and prices of competition. A marketer must always find out the perception of customer regarding the price of competition, and these prices can be guidelines for the company, so company can set its prices accordingly. General economic conditions. General macroeconomic conditions of the market like recession, development, developing economy, boom, interest rate, government policies regarding a particular sector, inflation rate, etc. directly affect the pricing decision of companies. Sometimes the government provides the tax concessions and interest rate subsidy. This inspires the investors to enter into a particular sector. Since the cost of investment is less and taxes are low or no taxes, so companies make a reasonable profit even if they sell their product at moderate price. Pricing methods. Prices are generally set considering cost, competitors' prices, customers' perception, profit margin, enough to survive and give a reasonable return on investment. Cost plus pricing. This is the simplest approach to do pricing. Cost is calculated and prices are set accordingly. Though it is easiest to understand, but calculating cost of goods is easy, but calculating cost of service is a complicated task. For example, in F&B manager can calculate the cost incurred in obtaining furniture of making a dish easily, but it is complicated for a tour operator to calculate the cost of all the services and inputs used in producing per unit of a tour. The drawback of this method is with every change in cost of any raw material, which is usually numerous in tourism, hospitality and aviation industry, a new pricing is to be done. A frequent change in price doesn't go well with the stable image which companies want to have in the long run. Target profit pricing. The firm decides a minimum return on investment which it seeks from a particular product. Variable costs change with change in the number of units produced. The company is required to make a chart of different number of units which it plans to produce. With every production level, a corresponding cost of production is calculated including all fixed and variable costs. Level of sale which the company can reach is decided and the corresponding revenue made is calculated. Total revenue starts at 0 and rises with each unit sold. The slope of total revenue reflects the price. Comparative chart is prepared and the feasibility of the company in selling the number of units is the deciding factor. Target price is calculated on the basis of that, but this method has a flaws. While doing pricing, the perception of customers regarding different prices is not considered. Perceived value based pricing. The philosophy behind perceived value based pricing says that a producer should not follow the commonly used designing, producing, promoting and setting price sequences of marketing. Instead, price is an integral element of the marketing mix and non-price elements of marketing mix are also of considerable importance. The company must research to assess the buyer's mind and the perceived price matching with the perceived value the consumer will get by using the product. The company must also consider the value of a competitor offer in buyer's mind. One very commonly used method is trade-off analysis method. In this method, the researcher asks the consumers how much they willing to pay for a product with and without certain attribute. This helps the producer in doing a comparative analysis of different costs which it incur while adding certain attribute and the value that customer associates vis-a-vis prices. Going rate pricing. When price elasticity is difficult to measure, then companies usually follow going rate pricing or competition based pricing. This method of pricing considers neither the cost nor the target profit. In this method, companies follow an equal, slightly higher or slightly lower price than the price of the similar products in the same market. Pricing strategies. Marketers strategize as per their marketing mix. There are several marketing strategies explained as under and companies use them usually in combination to achieve their goals. Market skimming. This strategy is used to maximize profit in as much short time as possible. Tourism products which are scientific innovations based, that is for example cruises, casinos, technology based shows, disco theaters, new aircrafts in the market, etc. use this strategy to cover up their innovation cost in at least possible time and before me to completion can copy it and enter into the market. Market penetration. It is used in a big competitive market. When the market already has large number of competitors, uniqueness is difficult, market is price elastic, consumer loyalty is low, then entering in such a market is a challenge for a new company. Under this environment, companies launch their product with lower than the existing prices to attract customers at least once to test the product. Once the company achieve a decent market share, it increases their prices to an acceptable level. For example, low-cost carriers and new tour operators generally use this strategy. Pricing a package in tourism. Components of tourism like sightseeing, accommodation, inbound, outbound and local transportation, visa services, tour escort services and other services as per the requirement are assembled together and are sold at a unit price. the customer gets a price which is lesser than the total of the each component separately. Differential pricing. This strategy is used to maximize the profit based on the purchasing power of the customer and demand and supply. Different prices are charged from different customers for the same product. Fit selling companies and prices charged by hotels from walk-in guests usually apply this strategy. Psychological pricing. Marketers consider that there are certain digits which have a positive impact on customers. For example, 0 and 5. Besides, 999 gives an impression of 3 digits numbers. 84,499 give an impression of being closer to 80,000, while it is only one lesser than mid of 80,000 and 90,000. Companies make the best use of this psychology of the customers and set their pricing as under. Prices of tour is INR 244,495, USD 1799. Room tariff is INR 1499 plus taxes. Promotional pricing. There are limited duration offers to promote sale for a short period of time. For example, early bird offers 10% off on INR component of the tour for next 10 days, etc. Geographical pricing. Different prices are offered for the same product to the clientele of different geographical area. For example, the price of package Delhi, Mumbai or Bengaluru may be different. Changes in prices. Pricing is a continuous process. Prices may go up or go down. Both the decisions must be taken after thorough market study and with a well planned strategy. Increase of price is essential to maintain the profit margin with increase in cost of production, inflation and more demand than supply. Companies usually increase price more than the inflation in anticipation of further increase in cost. Companies must synchronize their price hike when customer is anticipated it the most. This justifies the price hike to customers. For example, when price inflation is in news after an increase in the wages during high season, etc., a successful price increase increases the profit to a great extent. Prices increase is usually opposed by customers, sales force and distributors. Decrease in prices. Decrease in price has never been a preferred choice by companies, but still under following condition there is little choice left with them. When supply is more than demand, in case of excess capacity, unable to increase business through promotional efforts, product improvement or other measures. When competition has cut its prices. Price cut generally increases the sale, but it doesn't increase the revenue as slashed prices decreases the total revenue. Hence, it is always advisable that companies must exhaust their other option first, then only should go for price cutting. Discounting in tourism. Discount in pricing must not be confused with price cutting. Price cutting is lowering the price forever, while discounting is a short-term process. It is done to promote short-term sale and to attract tourists to take the advantage of decrease in price and purchase the product. discount should be for short time. If it continues for long term, then it loses the attraction to close sale horribly and decreases total revenue earned. Discounts in tourism are seasonal discounts, quantity discounts, price discounts, time discounts, cashback offers, etc. Summary. Price can be summarized as the sum total monetary value which a customer pays in lieu of the benefit which he gets by purchasing goods or services. It is the only marketing mix element which produces revenue for the producers. While doing pricing, the companies must consider other factors also beside cost like competition prices, demand and supply factors, seasonality, changes in trends, etc. Costing intangibles is difficult. Hence, pricing tourism product is a complicated task. Factors which affect pricing are cost, market mix strategy, targeting and positioning strategy, market share strategy, product quality, seasonality, customer perception, price elasticity and composition of market. Pricing can be done by calculating the cost of production and then adding profit to it, or simply by copying the price of the similar products in the market. Profit margin can be as high as possible to recover the innovation cost as soon as possible, or it can be low to make the prices attractive to the masses. Pricing is an outgoing process. Thank you.